The sort of consensus when it comes to Sidney Prescott and the upcoming Scream 5 is that she will be elsewhere outside of Woodsboro. That something major or impactful, such as like a Dewey's death, will be what draws her back to returning to her hometown. And it's sort of the theory that everyone sort of ran with, myself included. I've made several videos discussing Sidney and the impact that would bring her back, different ideas. Most YouTubers follow the same tune, and even conversations that I've had with most of you are about the same. But this video, I wanted to discuss the reality that there is no real evidence showing that she won't be in Woodsboro. But before we get started, be sure to like the video. It helps me out a lot. Lets me know that you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. And if you're not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, followed by the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And let's get into it. Will Sidney be in Woodsboro? I mean, that's the sort of question. And many, again, like myself, have suggested otherwise, that she won't, that she will be outside of Woodsboro. But there is no real proof that that is the case. Most of us are going off of the fact of what happened in regards to Scream 3. You know, the craziness happened of 1 and 2, and it sort of messed her up so much she sort of became a recluse, hibernating in the middle of nowhere, away from everybody. Only a select few knew where she could be. And so a lot of us are going off of the same assumption that, you know, she had the experience in Scream 4 when she tried to return to Woodsboro. All this craziness happened again with Jill, and now she's going to go back to hiding, that she's going to go back to wherever she came from. We don't know if it was still that house or not. Maybe we will get some information in Scream 5. But realistically, where we left off from Scream 4, there was no definitive factor either way. You know, we had the end of Jill. We had her all messed up in the hospital. And in reality, we have more proof that she will be in Woodsboro than not. I mean, the whole premise of her character in Scream 4 was that she was stepping out of the shadows, you know, stepping away, you know, out of the darkness and, you know, back into the light. And she wrote a book and had all this stuff about it. So wouldn't it be rather redundant to have her go back into hiding again? You know, why not just have her be in Woodsboro and continue the story there? You can still have the impactfulness that is going on, Dewey's death, whatever you want to insert as impactful in Sidney's regard, but you don't have to remove her from Woodsboro. It is just as likely that after the events of Scream 4, she just continued in Woodsboro. Maybe she just had enough of hiding and just said, you know what, it is what it is. If this is going to happen, then this is going to happen. Why am I isolating myself from everybody when time and time again it just keeps happening? Yet, if in Woodsboro, I'm surrounded by my friends, I'm surrounded by Dewey, who's the sheriff, you know, I'm surrounded by Gail, I'm surrounded by friends and family. So it would make more sense for her to just say, you know what, I don't want to be, you know, somewhere in the distance at this time. I want to be home. I want to be around the people that I care about. And yes, you could argue because she has the book, maybe she went on a book tour, maybe she went and did various things, she traveled, whatever. But this is supposed to take place, as far as we know, after, in the time period since Scream 4 and now. So the 10-year gap. They're supposed to fill a lot of that. So, it is very likely that maybe she did do the book tour. Maybe she did travel. Maybe she did do all of these things, but return to Woodsboro. Return to her hometown. What if she's the one that owns Stu's house? You know, there's lots of speculations on who could potentially own it. I know that there were some rumored characters that are said to have owned it, but nothing has been concrete, at least that I've seen. It all just kind of speculation and just he said, she said type things. What if Sidney bought Stu's house and as a way to she's stepping out of the shadows. She's trying to put this all in a rearview mirror. What if she's the one that is responsible for that home being back in the film? I mean, you have Gail, who is supposed to be on this epic chase scene in that house. Well, what if it's because she's visiting Sidney, or she thinks Sidney's there, or whatever, and boom, she gets surprise attack, and they were going after Sidney, but Gail just ended up there. There's nothing, again, that shows or suggests that Sidney will be outside of Woodsboro, yet that's kind of what we all are basing it off of. It's kind of what we're all spinning our wheels on, and our theories and ideas are all centered around something impactful, a Dewey's death, a Gail, whatever, causes her to come back to Woodsboro and return, and then boom, that explains her in Woodsboro. If she's already in Woodsboro, there is no need for an explanation. We know, if the opening, whatever, shows Sidney, maybe Ghostface looking in a window at Sidney or whatever, and you just set it up to where she's already there, and you explain that, yeah, she's just basically been living there the whole time, then you remove a lot of that explanation from the film, and it makes a lot of sense, because it's just a continuation from 4. She was in Woodsboro in 4. Even at the end, yes, she was in the hospital. She, of course, returned, and here we go again type thing, and ended up facing Ghostface again. But the whole idea around her character in Scream 4 was that she was trying to be strong again. She wanted to come out and be the Sidney of the past, the fighter, the one that's not afraid. She wanted to be that one. So why not continue that story in this upcoming Scream 5 film? Because we know it's not, again, a reboot or anything. It's a continuation. They're leaving the previous 4 films, and they will each have little pieces brought into Scream 5. However they go about it is yet to be seen. But due to the fact that we know what has happened, we know what has led to this point, and yes, there might be a 10-year gap, that doesn't mean that Sidney hasn't been in Woodsboro for most of it or all of it or whatever. But I just wanted to make this video because I was really thinking and had my wheels spinning on it, because I was just like, there's no proof that she's not going to be in Woodsboro. And there's more proof showing that she would be, just based on her character in Scream 4. So I really wanted to have a discussion with you all and kind of hear your opinion and your feedback on it. Because again, that just seems to be the consensus, that she is going to return back to Woodsboro. I've seen articles about it. I've seen YouTubers cover it. Again, myself included. I've had discussions with people down in the comments, per usual with my videos, and that just kind of seems to be what everyone thinks, that Sidney's going to return to Woodsboro. Why not just have her in Woodsboro? Because you eliminate so much of the story that you would have to create by making her isolated again. So, again, just my thoughts, just something that's spun in my head. As always, join the discussion down in the comments. I want to hear from you. I want to know if you agree, disagree, whatever. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, followed by the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.